And you are looking live inside Newark High School Gymnasium in the Rose City, Newark, New York. Site of tonight's hotly anticipated Finger Lakes East battle between the number 1 ranked Mynderse Academy Blue Devils and the number 3 ranked Newark Reds. Good evening, everybody. Jim Sinicropi here alongside Kevin Korzeniewski for FingerLakes1.com. And the last 2 years, we've really looked forward to this game. Mynderse at Newark, and the last 2 years, it's been all Newark. What's going to be different tonight, Korzy?
Well, I'm not sure if anything will be. Mynderse comes in undefeated, and the league title is theirs for the taking. And this goes beyond the league title. This goes into sectional play. These are the top 2 seeds in Class B. Right. And now B's enlarged this year, 17 teams in it. And these two are 2 of the 3 favorites, really, in my mind, only 3 favorites that should win sectionals. So I anticipate that Jake Meehan and Brett Anderson, the seniors for Mynderse that have been here the longest time, that have never fared well here, are going to put it on their shoulders and come out and do what they deserve and beat Newark on the road for an outright league championship. Because if they don't, Jim, I don't see these 2 teams losing in the league again, and it'll be a share. Right.
Well, first time they met in Seneca Falls back on December 9th, Mynderse came out with a 68-60 victory in a kind of a game that didn't go as we expected. Jake Meehan had early foul trouble, picked up a technical, and sat most of the second half. And Mynderse held on at home. But since then, Newark's been playing much better.
This is a different team. I went back and watched the game from December today, and with Sinisol, he was kind of feeling himself out, and even Nate Beard, you didn't really know how he fit in. And those 2 guys have been playing much better. Clements is playing stronger, and I love what Newark's done with their schedule to lead up to this point for Mynderse. And maybe it won't matter, but we'll probably touch on it a couple times tonight, that Mynderse really hasn't played a lot or anybody strong over the last several weeks, where Newark's schedule has been unbelievable. Newark's played UPrep and lost. That was early in the year. They played East Aurora over holidays. That was an undefeated state-ranked team. They're still ranked 24th in the state, and they beat them on the road. Now they're playing the number 10 team in the state in Mynderse.
Janesville DeWitt.
They played Janesville DeWitt, who was state ranked and no longer state ranked, but it's a Class A. Yep. You're talking about UPrep AA, JD A, East Aurora B, and state ranked. I mean, what a schedule that Coach Everill has put together for Newark. I don't know if it'll matter tonight, but like I said, we will touch upon it. Mynderse struggled against Waterloo for first half, went into Penn Yan the other night, up a point going into the fourth quarter. So you really can't tell if Mynderse is getting any better. Tonight will be the biggest challenge they've had, and we'll see. And if they come out and they play well, and I think they should and could, and they beat this team, then, throw the schedules out the window.
Yeah, Mynderse on a 12-game winning streak, undefeated. Newark on an 8-game winning streak. And both teams in action last night. The winter storm Tuesday that affected most of the Wayne Finger Lakes games caused the postponement, and we had Newark hosting Mid-Lakes, and they were all over them. A good Mid-Lakes team. With a 28-point win, 6 3-pointers for Brian Sharp, and 13 points, 9 big assists for Nate Beard, who's playing better at the point. And then Mynderse had to go on the road at Pelmac in a game that was close most of the way. They pull away at the end for an 11-point win.
But this graphic that you're looking at right now, if you're watching at home, this is what I'm talking about with Mynderse. That's a good win at Pelmac.
Right.
A good win. But Newark beating Mid-Lakes by 28, that's an impressive win. Yeah. And I think the Mynderse fans at home are sitting wondering the same thing. Where are we? Are we the best team in the league? Are we the Class B favorite? We're going to find out tonight at Newark, which is a tough environment to play, and I know Newark wants us. If I'm a Newark coach or Newark player, I'm looking, we're not stink ranked. Mynderse is 10th in the state. East Aurora is still ahead of us ranked in the state. Yeah. They haven't played the schedule. Neither of these teams have played the schedule. So I'm sure those are things that they're talking about in the Newark locker room. It's like, tonight's our night to go out and get back what we owned the last couple of years, and that's the Finger Lakes East and the favorite going into Class B.
Yeah, there really is a lot on the line for a regular season game, and it's pretty much a who's who across this gymnasium tonight of Wayne Finger Lakes basketball. There's a lot of players from a lot of teams here, a lot of coaches from a lot of teams, and this type of game brings out the neutral interest fan. Most high school games, you got the home team's fans and the away team fans. A game like this brings out general basketball fans.
Yeah, it's just hey, they even got the backdrop here for us tonight.
Is nice.
It's big time today for high school basketball. But you look around the gym and nobody else is playing in the Finger Lakes. A lot of the girls are off, a lot of the boys are off. But the coaches are here scouting, the players are here watching, even the other players in the
Darren
league.
Preston,
there you
AAU.
go. Yeah, even the other players in the league are here watching the game because it's the two best teams going at it. And the only disappointment that I have, and I used to talk about Ron Saravolo when I coached at Waterloo. I brought a pretty good team here a time or two, and the crowd was never the same as it was when I played. When we were in high school in the old Newark gym, it was a great atmosphere. The crowd was on top of you. It was small. You were sweating. The fans were sweating. They expanded the gym. You know, we at Finger Lakes 1 have now included it, but they used to have a Newark channel that would show the games from the gym, and you don't have the same atmosphere that you do. That's probably my only disappointment is looking through the crowd tonight. There's a lot of wood you can see. It is a bigger crowd. It's the biggest crowd we've seen since we've been here, and it is still filling up. But it doesn't give you that great atmosphere as you might see at a JD game or a West Hill game or a Rush Henrietta game or a Western Irondequoit.
The Greece Odyssey game last night. Was just a packed house. Fairport Irondequoit was a big game a couple weeks ago where that thing was standing room only. But it is filling in, and as far as a regular season Wayne Finger Lakes game, I think this is about as big as it gets. So we're really excited about to get underway here from Newark. If we can get a look at the Finger Lakes East standings heading into this game, you see Mynderse on that 12-game winning streak. Of course, if they played the schedule, Corsi, that Newark did, it's doubtful they're 12-0.
Well, you know, they're probably not going to beat JD. They're not going to beat UPrep, you know. And then East Aurora, you know, if Newark can beat them, I certainly think Mynderse can. So, but, yeah, I agree with you. You know, it's okay to have a couple losses. And really, I think for Mynderse, if they do have a loss tonight, they can still recover and recoup. I think it's more important for Newark to win this game for Mynderse, and that's why I think I like Newark a little bit. I just think if Newark loses twice to them, then they have to play them again in sectionals. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, but when you're 17 years old, that's a hard psyche to overcome. Yeah,
and when you look at these standings too, I think Wayne has been overlooked a lot as it being a non-factor, but I view these as a big 3, not a big 2. Now, Wayne lost to Mynderse at home, and Newark beat them here in their own gymnasium in a close game. They'll play them again, but Wayne's another team that I think belongs
Newark could stumble at Wayne.
Yes.
Mynderse should not stumble against Wayne at home.
They shouldn't, but to your point earlier about Mynderse not acting like that number 1 ranked team that we want them to against Penn Yan, only putting up 50 points in a game that they were, it was close into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, very true. Mynderse shoots it better at home. They do all the things better at home, but again, up 1 going into the fourth against Penn Yan. And as long as Mynderse sits back and plays that 2-3 zone, they can let anybody stay in the game at this level, at the high school level. So
really interesting to see what both coaches do tonight, because the first time around, Coach Avrilla started out with the big man Taylor Clements guarding a guard for Mynderse and Devin Anderson. So who knows what's going to happen. We are just moments away from tip. We're getting ready for the national anthem here, so we're going to step aside. And when we come back, it's going to be Mynderse Newark for the second time this year. Maybe not the last, though. So stay with us. It's a good one tonight. From the Rose City, Newark, New York, on Finger Lakes 1.
This is Eli, and these are his 2 older brothers, Sam and Justin.
Say good luck, Eli.
They just had a great idea. Accidents can happen to us all. Applying Therascar immediately can help erase those memories 1 scar at a time.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
Find the partner you've been looking for. Welcome to Generations Bank.
just moments away from basketball. Here inside Newark High School, Jim Sinicropi Kevin Korzeniewski. Alongside here, bringing you this game tonight, our whole crew. We have Jason Hunt producing, Jeremy Hunt on camera 1, and sweet Spencer Malone on camera 2. As the starting lineups being announced, there's a good look at Kellen Caraher, the junior guard.
Mom just texted me she stayed home tonight.
To watch the game on Finger Lakes 1?
Yeah, she said she'd rather watch it on Finger Lakes 1, get a couple shots of you and I on the screen. She's got a new puppy she's staying home to watch. But
oh, I can relate to that. We have a new puppy as well. It's
God bless the both of you.
Oh, he seems like a good idea. And there he is, Jake Mean, the big man for Mynderse. One of the better players in all the Wayne Finger Lakes, but very temperamental.
He's held himself in check this year.
The
only
part.
time he had a problem was the Newark game. And Coach Ciotti's rules, if you get a technical, you're benched for the entire game. I think he's learned his lesson, and hopefully that doesn't happen again because they're not the same team without him.
So for Mynderse, it's Brett Anderson, this 4-year starter at point guard, Kellen Caraher, Jake Jones, senior, Devin Anderson, a junior, and Jake Mean starting out. And then for Newark, it's going to be Nate Beard, Logan Moynihan, who you see right there on your screen, Brian Sharp, Ben Coles, and Taylor, the big treat, Clements. There's a look at Brian Sharp. He had 6 3-pointers in that win just less than 24 hours ago in the same gymnasium against Mid Lakes. And there's Nate Beard, who's been tasked with the tough task of replacing Jose Santel as the starting point guard.
Yeah, but as of late, he's done his job.
Yeah.
He's getting about 12, 13 a game in the last few games. Rebounds, assists, very good athlete. I look for Sharpie, who in the first game had 4 3-pointers in the first quarter, for him to kind of pick up the pace tonight, especially versus that zone. He got lost a lot in the zone the first time around. If he can get open looks here at home in the biggest game of his senior year at his own place, watch him for a big explosive night.
Right, and we apologize to our viewers for some issues with our second camera. It actually got bowled over during the JV game and damaged. Lucky it's still working. But we are ready for basketball in Newark. Clements, the big treat against Jake Mean.
Clements with a fresh cut.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I wasn't sure if that was him or not.
As soon as we walked in, my son said, "Damn, big guy got his hair cut."
Mynderse with a tip. And Devin Anderson gets it out to Jake Jones, and Mynderse gets to work. Man-to-man defense, no surprise from the Reds.
Yeah, they're strict man-to-man. They have been for years and decades, and kind of a staple of what they do here, and I always like seeing the Newark man-to-man defense.
And Jones tries to drive right side, gets it out to Kellen Caraher. 10 to shoot. As Anderson now looks for
now, Jim, the first thing I notice is the matchup's a little bit different. They got Taylor on Mean, and they have Coles off on the guard. So in the first matchup, they tried something different tonight. Haverhill makes a change.
A little more standard as Caraher misses the first shot of the ball game, and now Newark takes over against a 2-3 zone for Mynderse. Coles tried the entry pass to Clements, stolen by Mean, and now he dribbles straight up the court with it, hands it off to Devin Anderson. He gets it to Caraher, who finds a seam. And there's the entry pass to Mean. Now he's guarded by Coles. Finds an open Kellen Caraher in the corner.
There it is.
Who buries the 3.
And that's what Newark did in the first game, and they're going to do it again tonight. They're going to leave Caraher open. When they dig down or hedge on Mean, the option is to leave Caraher open. He's the least effective scorer on the team. He's more of a passer, but as you can see, if he has the green light and he's got an open shot, he will knock it down.
So Nate Beard drives by Anderson, lays it off the backboard with the left hand, and it's 3 too early.
Yep, Mynderse caught standing up. They got to be down in a better defensive stance. Newark with the press.
Mynderse beats it fairly easily, but Clements blocks Jones, pulls it in himself, looks for an outlet, and finds Nate Beard.
A big center like that can make your press look a lot better. If you make a couple mistakes on the midcourt area, a nice center back there to block a shot, even after Mynderse did a good job, always makes you look better.
Clements posts up Mean, can't handle the entry, but there's Ben Coles, always seems to be where the loose ball is. And now they try it again. Sharp inside to Clements, can't get the roll, but taps it in himself for his first points of the game.
Great tip in by Clements off the miss. Somebody's got to get a body on him. Taylor will kill you all night on those tip-ins. Got to push him out of there. Great play.
More pressure from Newark. Mynderse handles it. Now Devin Anderson tries a 3-ball. No. And Sharp hauls it in.
I got a nice start to the game, Jim. You know, both teams getting up and down a little bit. Mynderse in the 2-3 zone.
And about almost 3 minutes into the game, not a foul called yet, in contrast to the first meeting.
Yep. This has become a staple of Mynderse this year, this 2-3 zone.
Yeah, it's something debated amongst fans of Mynderse basketball. Air ball from Sharp, and Beard tries to save it, but gets it to Mean, who dribbles it up court. Finds Jake Jones, pump fake into the lane, gives it back to Mean. Kind of caught. Clements stood him up.
Here's another senior that I didn't talk about at the tip of the show is Jake Jones. You know, he wants this game bad. He's never won here as a varsity player. You know, between him, Brett Anderson, and Jake Mean, these guys got to want this game. You know, They got to want it bad.
Another thing different from the first meeting was Brian Sharp was wide open for his first 3 3-pointers last time in Seneca Falls. Now they're closing out on him. Steal, here comes Mynderse. Jones looks at a three, guarded closely by Beard. Hands it off to Brett Anderson. Lets one fly from the corner. No.
That's a tough shot, dribbling backwards away from the line. It's hard to get your legs under you.
Coles leaves it back for Sharp. First three of the game is in and out. Good hustle by Coles to keep it alive. Put back is good.
Yeah, great hustle by Coles. That's what he does. You know, he does everything you need that you don't see in a box score.
6-3 Reds.
I like the intensity by both teams. I think they're both out here to play hard. And, you know, we've been here the last couple of years, and Mynderse really hasn't even come out and play that hard. Well, that's exciting to see.
Different feel tonight. Jake Jones tries his first three, high arcing shot off the front of the rim, no good. Beard has it coming the other way. And Newark will get set to work against that 2-3 zone. Lemons leaves it back for Beard, who buries a three ball from the top of the key. The Red Scare.
Getting a lot of open looks versus that 2-3 zone. Nice shot by Beard. Doesn't look like much of a shot. You know, he's probably a streaky shooter. Doesn't really jump. Doesn't leave his feet too much. It's a push. He pushes a lot with his arms, but he gets an early one to fall for a big 9-3 lead.
So timeout Mynderse. This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is made possible through the support of Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. And Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod online at littlejohnortho.com. So 9-3 early, and really the difference, Newark's knocked down a few threes, and Mynderse missed their threes. They've had open looks.
Yeah, it's 6 points early, but a couple quick threes by Mynderse are right back into this. Quentin Battles checked in for Seneca Falls. Devin Anderson's checked out. And Quentin's having himself a good season as a junior, first-year player.
After he passed a mean reverse layup, good.
Yeah, nice pick and roll there, good play. He's a big target.
Quickly the other way comes Beard, spins into traffic, can't get it to go. Clements tries to haul it down, and there's a foul on, looks to be Jake Mean.
I'm not sure who this foul is on, but got blue Quentin Battle. I'm not sure what he did down there, but that's who picked up the foul.
The first foul of the ball game, and obviously Battle's first. Reds inbound underneath their own basket. Out to Sharp. Foul line jumper by Clements is blocked by Mean, but look at Ben Cole. Sky for the rebound. Spin. Blocked from behind by Mean.
Yeah, Mean with two nice blocks. Second one, he kind of got away with one. But good hustle by Coles there again. There's no love lost out there with these guys tonight. But no. I like that. There shouldn't be. It's a big game. They can shake hands and hug after.
And there's a lot of these guys play AAU ball together, and they are friends. But tonight, nothing friendly about it tonight.
No, not with the league title on the line. And possibly the number one seed in sectionals, but I think mine's going to be hard to catch.
Moynihan for three, no. And Beard keeps it alive, and it's into the hands of Coles, but he traveled.
Yeah, Mike Padula with a travel call.
9-5 early. Glad you could be with us on a damp but mild January Thursday evening. A little fog on the way over.
Yeah, we were up here about a year ago. We got to talk to Joe Spazzato about why Mynderse always plays at Newark second time of the year, but or second half of the year. But last year I remember getting here, it was cold coming up here.
Open three for Caraher. No. Big rebound by Mean, but he went down to dribble it, and that gave Coles a chance to tie it up. And referee's going to have a word with both Coles and Mean right now. They've been mixing it up, and that's more of a...
I think that's more on Coles. He's really getting into him. Jake tried helping him up early. Coles is really in his grill, and maybe he's supposed to be doing that, but he's an intense player. Mean's an intense and emotional player. Newark's got to do a better job of keeping Mean off the glass on that missed shot by Kerher.
Now Mynder's showing a little pressure. Now,
Well,
Korzy,
1-2-2.
what do you think for the all-hair team for Wayne Fingerlace? Coles has to be a first-teamer.
Yeah, definitely. Coles.
Justice Smith. Alley-oop pass to Clements, hauls it down,
Yeah.
and then Quentin Battle ties him up, but it looks like they got Battle with his second foul.
Yeah, he came across the arms too hard. He landed on the arms, then slid to the ball. And that's what he wanted, was a jump call. But I think that's a good call by the officials. But the problem is it's Quentin's second foul here in only about a minute of action.
So now Mynder's coach Nick Ciotti coming back with Hunter Haas as Battle takes a seat.
Hunter with a huge fourth quarter against Newark last time. See if he can replicate that tonight. He plays hard, strong athlete.
Mynder's still in that 2-3 zone. And DeAndre Saunders into the ball game now for Newark. He transferred into the district at the beginning of the year. And Beard buries another open three ball. 12-5 Newark.
Yeah, nice shooting by Beard to open up the senior.
Anderson dribbles through the press. Now they have numbers inside the Mean. Right-handed scoop over Clements is no good. Great defense by the Big Treat. And Newark pushes. Sharp thought about a three by Haas. Baseline runner, no good. Cole skies in for it. Keeps it alive for Clements. Who scores it?
Yep, it was in Cole's terrible shot, but the rebound and the extra shot gives it Clements an opportunity for an easy basket with his hustle.
Stolen by Beard.
And I got a feeling, Jim, we're going back to the same 2 years. Minders just does not play strong. They don't look confident. Their heads are down already. Where's the fire going to come from? Because it looks to me like 14-5 they've given up.
Down 9 with a minute 25 to go here in the first period, and just 5 points on the board for the Blue Devils.
I don't mind the 5-point struggle, big game. It's a little bit of a concern, but the open threes they're giving on the defensive end, that's their problem. Their guys are wide open on the arc, and Newark will hurt you. That's not over and back. Everybody's going to get upset. It's not over and back.
And Brian Sharp lets a three ball go, and Haas pulls down the rebound. Now big possession here for Minders to end the first quarter with about a minute 15 left.
Yeah, they need to get it to about 6.
Score and a stop, and another score.
And Newark's just trying to win possessions. Newark stops them here. They can extend it as well.
Kerher gives it to Haas, tries to entry pass to Mean. One dribble out to wide open Jake Jones. No.
That's a perfect possession for Minders. That's what they do. They kick it into Mean. They get it out. He gets a double team. Hit the right kid, Jake Jones. The shot didn't go. But a good possession.
Great work by Hunter Haas keeping that ball alive.
45 on the clock.
22 to shoot.
Pick and roll here.
Now they got a mismatch.
Yeah, this is what happened down here. Coles is just a little too physical. They'll let him be physical off the ball, but once the entry pass is into Mean, he's going to get that call. He's got his elbow, that forearm, arm bar you call it, right in Mean's back, and he's going to get a call. He got a call 2 or 3 times down at Minders. He got a call the first time tonight.
Just the first team foul on the Reds.
Minders can hold for 1 here. There's a 3-second differentiation in the shot clock, 35 and 38 when the possession started.
Kerher denies that pick, and now they swing it back to Jones.
I think the worst thing Minders could do right now, Jim, is take an early shot, not get it, let Newark have last possession and score.
I agree.
That would be huge going into the second quarter.
Mean fades
That's
away
a big
and
basket.
hits the basket.
And that's why he's in consideration for player of the year right there in the Finger Lakes.
That's his 4th point of the ball game. Now Newark with 9 seconds.
Big stop here for the Blue.
Up 7. They get it to Clements, working against Mean, tries to give it to Saunders. Now Jake Jones lets one fly that was on a good trajectory, but it hit the some of the ceiling apparatus here at Newark High School. So, after 8 minutes of play here in Newark, your score, the Reds 14, Minders 7. We'll be back.
This is Eli, and these are his 2 older brothers, Sam and Justin.
Say what, Eli?
They just had a great idea.
Go! Go, go, go! Watch out!
Accidents can happen to us all. Applying Therascar immediately can help erase those memories one scar at a time.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
we hold on to the things that really matter. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Welcome back inside Newark High School. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Korzeniewski for FingerLakes1.com. Mynderse with possession to start the second quarter, down 7.
Well, the big names that showed up to play so far: Coles, Clements, Beard, Mean. You know, who else is going to get in this scoring act? Mynderse is going to have to weather a little bit of a storm. They got a big bucket, Mean did, at the end of the quarter that was huge.
Nice look for Mean to find Haas, and that could be Ben Cole's second foul.
Nice pass by Mean into Haas.
And to me, you lose if you get a guy like Coles in foul trouble. That's as big a loss as almost anybody on that. Is Taylor Clements even, just because he's so active.
Yeah, just tonight he's had his hands on balls. He's kept possessions alive. He does a lot of those things that coaches love out of players. And, yeah, that hurts him, no doubt. I mean, then, you know, anybody that comes out for Newark, I think, hurts a lot more than Seneca Falls. I think Seneca Falls can just kind of replenish their bench.
If it was the second 5 playing against the second 5, Mynderse would be big favorites.
Sure.
And Haas, one of those second 5, makes 2 free throws and pulls Mynderse back to within 5. So a 4-0 run for Mynderse after being down 9.
A big 4-0 run, too. I don't want to, you know, underappreciate that because they were down 14-7 and not looking 14-5, I'm sorry, and not looking a little scared.
And there's a kick. Light night of action on the Finger Lakes, in the Wayne Finger Lakes tonight.
I like the 1-2-2 by Mynderse.
Which is why there's a lot of tension focused here on this ball game in Newark. Great look into Clements.
I don't like the 1-2-2 by Mynderse. You know, they were doing a good job creating some, you know, a little adversity for Newark, but that was too easy. The diagonal pass was a good look. Easy finish for the big fella.
There's another entry into Jake Mean with the dribble in the right hand. Tries to avoid Clements, but can't make the layup once he got free. Mynderse keeps possession, though. Jake Jones driving against Saunders.
They got a little hold there.
On DeAndre Saunders, his first. As we
get the Twitter board going there.
Speaking of Twitter, we put out a poll this afternoon. Who will win, Mynderse or Newark? And 89 votes in about 3 hours, and it was 53% said Newark. 3 ball from Anderson off the back iron, no good. And Jake Jones keeps it alive.
2 rebounds in a row for
Shoots
Jonesy.
up over Clements and off the backboard.
Tough shot. That's what Jake Jones does, though. You know, he'll find his way on his hands on the ball sometimes, and then all of a sudden he's in there against Clements and he throws it up a prayer and it goes in. And I'd say it's luck, but he does it a lot.
Clements with a long jump shot from the baseline. He can make that. Not sure if that's a shot Coach Everilla wanted. And Sharp tries to get it inside to Saunders, and now here comes Mynderse the other way. Brett Anderson takes it all the way off the glass and good.
That's a great take by Brett Anderson. He kind of had some guys run in the middle, Meehan, Haas ahead, and you know, there's a little sliver of a pass, but he didn't force it. He just took it right up, which you don't see happen enough.
The defender never committed to
yeah,
Anderson,
you just got to take it. You know, it's
smart play.
Kids watching at home, just take the ball in until somebody stops you.
So Beard into the corner, gets it out to Sharp, gets his 3 ball off and buries it. The sharpshooter, Brian Sharp, with his first 3 ball of the evening.
Won't be his last, Jim.
19-13.
I don't want to jinx him, but he's a tough shooter.
That one under pressure. Barely got it off over the outstretched arms.
We talked about it off air.
Defenders.
We just want a good game tonight, and so far it's holding true to 2 Finger Lakes East powerhouses. You know, both these guys are starting to play really good, get hot in each other's faces. 1950 to score. This is a game that should be scored in the 70s, not a 50s.
Right.
You know, I see a lot of 50 scores these days. This is a game that both these teams should be up by 70.
So Jones scores one for Mynderse at one end, steals it at the other end, gives it up to Anderson. Back to Jones. Thought he might let that one go from deep. Instead, he gives it to Anderson to set up the offense. Down 4. 4:50 left to go here in the first half. Glad you could be with us on a Thursday night.
That's a good hedge by Clements on that pick and roll. They're trying to get a mismatch for Mean inside.
Haas for 3.
He hedged out very well. Beard did. They didn't have to switch. Good man-to-man defense.
Big rebound for Saunders, and he's a big addition to this Newark Reds roster. He's a big body, and there's Sharp again for three. Hits it! Two straight three balls from Brian Sharp. The lead's back up to 7.
You can't let Beard penetrate to the elbow and kick to Moynihan or Sharp. You're going to get hurt if you do that here in Newark tonight. You got to stop that penetration. Travel.
What do they got? What do they
Well,
got?
I'd like to see what the call is. He's
We're
still
waiting.
trying to figure it out, maybe.
Nope,
Oh, he's got before.
Clemens.
Got Clemens before with a push, maybe, or a trip.
He's a good look at Coach Avril, not happy with the call.
Jaden Peters checking in for Logan Moynihan for Newark. You know, coach is telling him, take your shot if you got it. That's what you're in there for. Newark back in the man-to-man. Really trying to isolate Mean in there, Minders is, which I would try to do every time down two. Especially if you can get Clemens
Blocked
a little bit of
by
foul
Clemens.
trouble. Oh, he hooked him, too.
Yeah, he stepped
Yeah,
on the
good
line,
call.
and he can't believe it.
That's the first time I've ever seen. I'm surprised. Jake Mean's surprised. There's a little sarcasm there. He's always a little surprised out there on some of the calls.
We get a look at the light schedule around the league tonight. All Finger Lakes West action. Honeoye at Marcus Whitman, the league leaders. We got to look at them last night on FingerLakes1.com with a big win, convincing win over Naples, and got a score from that one. It's 18-16 then of the first quarter. Whitman only up 2 on Honeoye, which that's tough to understand how good they looked last night. Up ahead to Haas. Takes it to Sharp, and Sharp breaks it up, but good hustle by Caraher getting back around the rebound. Now Battle tries a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Saunders, and Haas has to be careful there.
Saunders gets up for that board.
So still 7-point lead for Newark. His Beard works his way in, too hard off the glass, but rebounded by Jaden Peters into the ball game. Leaves it back for Saunders.
Travel.
And he traveled.
And shuffled his pivot. Getting a little frantic out here. I like it. Minders crowd getting really into it. They're looking for a lot of calls.
Ferrara Lumber has been delivering the highest quality service to area contractors and homeowners in the Finger Lakes since 1959. Start planning your next kitchen or bath remodeling project at FerraraLumber.com. His battles with those 2 early fouls back into the ball game. Gives it to Jones, who hands it to Caraher. Battle hands it to Haas, who drives. The left-handed runner no good, and up for the rebound is Battle, and that's Taylor Clements' second.
Yep, just accidental, but he still fouled him. You know, Clements has his hands up, a little shocked, but you know he knocked the kid out, out of the play, and it's a foul.
And Clements going to take a seat for the first time tonight with those 2 fouls for the final 2:47 of the first half as
now,
Terry Anglin checks in.
Down 7, Newark is. Steinsall can't guard Mean. At the high post, at the low post. Let's see if Minders can get the ball inside here the last couple minutes without Clements and take a lead here before halftime.
Jones skips it out to Anderson, and there's
right there
the
it
seal.
is.
But Caraher decides not to give it to him.
He wants it back. He wants it back to give it to him, but they're calling something else.
22 to shoot. Battle with the ball. Hands it off to Caraher.
Mean's got to get out of that paint. There he goes.
And Battle drives.
That's not the shot I want, Fine Minders coach Nick Ciotti. I don't need a forced shot by one of my guards when Jake Mean is the best player in the league sitting in the paint.
With Newark's best defensive center.
Absolutely. They need to take advantage of it.
Jaden Peters is a threat from deep range if left open.
Yeah, that's why he's in there.
And Beard hits a foul line jumper, and Nate Beard has 10 points here in the first half. Timeout Minders 24-15. Hey, when we get back to Seneca Falls, we should visit Red's Place. They serve great lunches and dinners daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, homemade soups, and the best burgers and wings in Seneca County. Visit men'shalloffame.com or check out Red's Place on Facebook for their full menu.
Well, it's a pivotal moment right now for Minders. Down 9. Means checked out. They're down Clements is checked out. Now they're down 2-0 without Clements. If Newark can sustain a 6 to 8 point lead going into halftime without Clements, favor Newark second half. Minders really got to do a better job of trying to attack the blocks with Mean.
And again, the thing that is disconcerting for Minders fans is 15 points. 2 minutes to go first half, 15 points.
Yeah, and a lot of talk around
It's
town.
not a modified game.
No.
It's not, it's not a girls' JV game. It's varsity basketball here and a big game on a big court. Let's see if Minders can put up some points here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Took my daughter's girls JV team 4 games to get to 15 points, Jim.
And Anderson inside the mean. There it is, but he's...
All right, drew a foul.
That's 2 fouls on DeAndre Saunders.
Yeah, that's 16 fouls. Mynderse next foul, shooting the bonus the rest of the half. Keep pounding it in, fellas.
So
don't make it harder than it is.
Logan Moynihan.
Now Moynihan's coming in for Saunders. I don't know who's going to guard. Oh, no, he's not coming in for Saunders.
Coming in for England.
Yeah, he is. No, Peters.
I know, Peters.
Peters checking out.
Mynderse inbounding underneath their own basket. Newark stays in man-to-man. Jones thought he might have a 3 for a moment.
Got him.
And he finds him. They collapse. But Mean spins, pump fakes, shoots up. He was fouled.
Yeah,
no call.
I thought he got hit down low and a little contact up on the arm. Could have went either way there for Mike Padula, but he letting him play a little bit. I got no problem with that. Big game. Don't get involved if you're the Stripes or the Zebras. Let the kids play. Just make sure you do it on both ends. The unfortunate thing for Mynderse is they're sitting in 2-3 zone, which isn't going to provide a lot of contact. Right. They're not going to foul a lot
anyway. They only have 2 team fouls this whole half.
Yeah.
3 team fouls, excuse me. Beard again tries a jumper, can't get it to go, but big rebound for Moynihan. And he's triple team, but gets out of it.
Got a skip pass over there for
Sharp. Open, tries another 3-ball. No. That would have been deadly.
Dodged the ball at the Blue Devils.
Long pass ahead to Jones. Great catch.
Yeah, that was a good catch.
Looked like Kellen Winslow there.
And Sharp hits him on the head. Jones is going to go shoot 2.
And he almost had that little floater. Thought he might make that one. So big free throws coming for Jones here with 48 seconds left, 24-15. Also gives me a chance to tell you about Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals. A large selection of breakfast items and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Check out their full menu at pennysplacerestaurant.com.
This is the cool thing about these games. You got the modified teams down here going to get honored at halftime. Big atmosphere. We got modified kids watching at home. Senpei Jones is watching, just texting me. These guys, everybody's watching. Everybody's watching the big game. It's good for the kids, good for the communities.
About Northeastern basketball, specifically here, upstate New York winner. Anderson all alone.
Big basket by Brett.
His second bucket of the game.
Got 32 seconds. Shot clock isn't off, but it should be off. I think
it's off now. They just turned it off. 20 seconds, or 25, excuse me. And 6-point advantage for Newark. I imagine they're going to hold for 1.
Absolutely. Hold it for 1 against the zone. I'd like to see, Beard get it up top, maybe penetrate, kick it out to Moynihan or Sharp. Here they go. They switch the motion a little bit. Sharp trying to really
They get the turnover. Up ahead. Jones is ahead of the pack. Means there. Lob pass to Mean. No.
I think they might have a foul on the pass. No, they got somebody following Mean on the alley-oop. Good pass. That would have been an exciting way to finish. You got 5 seconds left here.
Big mistake for Newark.
Yeah, Brian Sharp. He's got 2 guys on him. He's trying to split the trap. All he's got to do is make a reversal pass or a skip pass, and somebody's got a wide-open shot. Instead, he tries to split that trap. Huge swing here for Mynderse.
5.3 seconds left. First free throw is no good. Stay with us for the Theraskar 5-Star Medical Halftime Show. We'll have a Mynderse varsity girls coach, Jerry Anderson, in the booth with us. Of course, they lost a big game themselves to South Seneca.
Yeah, it's a great. I went down to that game. It was a great game, good
Monday
atmosphere.
Night, right? Monday night.
That was Monday night. Yep.
We were in Lions.
Ball stay here for Mynderse. 1 shot. Mynderse gets a 3 here, man. That's big.
Yeah, it also will make up for those 2 big misses from Mean. Down 6. They'll have 1 more chance. 4.5 seconds left to go. Carraher gives it up for Mean. Carraher spins and gets the kiss on the smaller Anglin.
That's a great way for Mynderse to finish the half. The steal by Anderson. Then the double team turnover to get an easy basket for Mean down here, down 4.
So 6 points for Jake Mean. And after 2 periods of play, Mynderse with a late run to close it to 4. Stay with us. We'll be back with our halftime show on Finger Lakes 1.
Tonight's live broadcast of Section 5 High School basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank. Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? Learn more about the private student loans available through Generations Bank at mygenbank.com. Dr. Rod Littlejohn Orthodontics, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style and proud to support our area high school athletes. Therascar by 5 Star Medical. Like a cosmetic surgeon in a bottle, Therascar is the most effective scar therapy product on the market. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. With offices in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Trust someone who lives in your community. It's a Wonderful Run 5K in Seneca Falls. It's a winter run like no other. Learn more at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls and $1 tacos every Monday night. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Plan your next kitchen or bathroom remodeling project at ferraralumber.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant. Large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage. Late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Finger Lakes Construction, building structures for a wide range of applications with state-of-the-art design and flawless execution since 1969. The Omen Theater. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen in downtown Lyons. And FingerLakes1.com digital marketing. Building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
And welcome back to Newark High School. It's halftime. Your score, Newark 24, Mynderse 20. Here on FingerLakes1.com, it's the Therascar 5-Star Medical Corp halftime show. And we're joined up here in the broadcast booth by Mynderse Academy varsity girls basketball coach Jerry Anderson. Jerry, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, no problem.
And, of course, we also, let me get this camera set here so we can get Korzy's face.
I was going to hide behind the visual down there for Therascar halftime show.
A lot of the
won't lose as many viewers if
a lot of 40-something ladies out there tune in just to see Korzy. I know that for a fact. So big game against South Seneca, defending state champs on Monday night. Tell us a little bit about that game. You guys came up a little short, but tough ball club there.
Yeah, girls were excited going into it. Challenge anytime you're playing at the Guinan, right? Tough place to play. They came out, played with a lot of energy, played great defense, and came up a little bit short.
Now, as you say that, I got a question for you, because you know Dave Barnick, he called a lot of our games in high school. Dave Barnick calls the Guinan Arena the best gym in the county, maybe the Finger Lakes, but definitely the county. And I go with the Baker.
I would go with the Baker. I will say this, it looks a lot better since the upgrade of the lighting. It was almost like a dungeon there prior to this year.
It's a beautiful facility with a beautiful concession stand. Had the nachos the other night. They offered me peppers with it. The popcorn's great.
A great venue. I just prefer the Baker.
Yeah, me too. Jerry, you lose to South Seneca in a heartbreaker. I was at the game. I watched it. The girls played good. Where do you go from that game? And for those that are watching afterwards, you came out last night and played Palmac. So what do you take out of a loss from South Seneca like that?
Well, it actually started off the game before South Seneca against Penn second half. So we've kind of stepped up the game defensively and even on the offensive end over the last 5 quarters. So we wanted to build on Penn second half and take that defensive intensity into South Seneca, and we did that. And I don't consider that game against South Seneca a loss. It was a big step for our team to see that they can compete with a really, really great team.
Right.
Now, to the Mynderse fans out there and the basketball fans watching, what are the goals now, or what's the future hold? You're in a run for the title for the Finger Lakes East, but how about that and sectionals down the road here for you guys the next 2 months?
Yeah, so we want to get through the regular season, obviously, and try to put ourselves in a nice position from a seeding standpoint. We have some team goals, just like most high school teams, right? We want a league title. That's something we haven't accomplished in the last 7 or 8 years. We want to maximize our seeding. Right now, the 1 seed is probably pretty much solidified there, but we have an opportunity at a 2 seed if we take care of our business.
And who is that 1 seed in Class B?
That would be Aquinas.
Aquinas, okay.
A little mention the league. One thing that's tough to get a feel for the league this year. I mean, everyone from Pelmac to Mid Lakes to Geneva to Wayne to Minders, it seems to be everybody's slipping up somewhere, and it seems to be really balanced. I don't know if I want to say it's down. Is it down?
Well, I don't know that it's down. I think from top to bottom, the league is probably a little better. I just don't think you see that. I don't think you see that dominant team at the top. But I think bottom up, it's much better. And it's a league that we said it in the preseason. A lot of the coaches, anybody can win on any night. So, 15-point victory one night could be a 15-point loss against the same team the following week.
Right. Well, let's shift things. Talk about the boys' game we're watching here tonight. Now, they're 12-0.
Yep.
Now, I think the last time a Minders team went undefeated all the way was 1992. The team that you guys were on, right?
Yep. We get the champagne out every year.
Now, at this point in the season in 1992, did you guys know you had something special when you were at 12-0?
Yeah, at this point, I think, in the beginning of the year we had goals, and we talked about a sectional title, never a state title run.
Right.
And then, as the season went on, even when we knew, hey, we might go undefeated in the regular season, win the league and all that, we had Lions waiting for us the first game after sectionals. It was very good that year. Darren Preston, you saw him. We pointed him out, him top show. He's here tonight. He was a player on that team. Jamie Downing, Todd Bloomer. They had a good team. And I know I'm not speaking for Jerry. I think he'd agree with me. We just wanted to win sectionals.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep. That was, league title first, sectional second, and then after that it was icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, gravy, as our coach called it. And we were ranked 1 or 2 most of the year, top 5 all year. With Verk being as dominant as he was, we got recognized early. So we were kind of in the top 5 for state rankings all year, where this Minders team's 12-0, but 10th in the state. Yeah. They've got some work to do to get up to.
A win tonight would go a long way towards a little more respectability.
A road win tonight against Newark will go a long way, because although Newark's not state ranked, they're knocking on the door. I think they should be.
Absolutely. This is a strong Newark team. I mean, their record is deceiving, right? They've played one of the strongest non-league schedules in the Finger Lakes, if not the strongest.
I don't know how much stronger it really could get. We talked about it already, but UPrep, East Aurora, JD. I mean, those are all. JD's not anymore, but they were all state-ranked teams. UPrep's AA, JD's A, Aurora's B ranked. They played a heck of a schedule.
Yeah, those are what I refer to as investment games, right? Those games are not about the game itself. It's about the season down the road and putting that time against the quality opponent. So,
Jerry, now this is a two-faced question, because you're a father of Devin Anderson, starting guard for Minders, but also a coach down here at second half. What do you expect? What are the teams thinking about? What do they got to do to trying to solidify the win? If you want to pick one team, that's fine.
I'm going to be unbiased on that. I won't give a prediction, but really it comes down to adjustments, right? Minders, they've lost Brian Sharp a couple of times. That's a shooter that you don't want to leave open. Offensively for the Minders team, they got to try to get into a little bit of a flow, right? It's been a little choppy. Fortunately, their defense has forced some turnovers. They've got a couple easy buckets to get them back in, cut that deficit from 9 to 4 here down in the half. But it's basically going to be a game of adjustments here. I remember the game last year. It was a great first half, if you recall. It was one of the best high school basketball games of the year, first half. And then the second half was not as good, right?
Yeah, Minders gave up quick.
Yeah. So let's hope we made some adjustments, and we're here to battle. This game would go a long ways for the boys.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, Jerry, thanks a lot for stopping by. We'll get a look at the Mynderse Academy Lady Blue Devils again on January 31st for a boys-girls doubleheader at home against Waterloo, where you guys try to avenge a loss to the Lady Indians. And then that's just another point of the Finger Lakes East this year for the girls. It's anybody's game any night. It's fun. So good luck.
Very good. Thanks, guys.
So thanks to Jerry for stopping by the broadcast booth, providing some insight as we get ready for second half action here. And again, 4-point Newark lead, Korzy. And also give me a chance real quick to tell you about Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community with offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor. Visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. And Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stevers Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stevers Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. And we're underway here. Second half action, starting lineups on the court for both teams as Newark controls. Clements back into the ball game after exiting with about 2.5 minutes to go in the first half with 2 fouls. He'll have to be careful not to pick up an early third. Wide open 3 from the corner from Logan Moynihan. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coaches probably told him at halftime, Logan, you're not out there. You know, you're out there to shoot, but you're not out there because you're not getting your shot off. And here he is, first look he gets, he fires away.
27-20.
Those are the type of coaching adjustments Coach Anderson just talked about, and I'm sure that was drilled home, you know, to some of these kids. You know, Peters went in, he didn't shoot much. Moynihan didn't get any shots off. The shots are there, they got to take them.
And so for Minders, it's Caraher, Jones, Anderson, Jerry's son, who's just with us, Jake Mean, and, of course, Brett Anderson. And a little fade away from Jake Mean as the shot clock expires, no good. And Newark now with another chance to build that lead back up to 9.
And also going back to what Coach Anderson said, the choppiness, the lack of fluidity in the Minders offense, which if you watch this team, that's kind of how they can get at times. With the talent and speed and quickness that they have, they shouldn't really lose fluidity, but they often do.
Beard misses the 8-footer. And now Minders looks to push. More man-to-man defense. And they got confused there on the switch. They got it inside to Mean, but he misses at the rim.
Got to finish, but Coles is there on the help side challenging. What an athlete Coles is for, you know, his size. He gets right up there with Jake and challenges a shot.
He's just a junior, but when he does graduate at the end of next year, Sharp tries a 3, and he hits his third three-pointer of the ball game. He's got 9 points. And Newark has their biggest lead of the game at 10.
The old John Wooden UCLA box press there. Minders does a good job of breaking it, but they can't convert out of it.
No, they had numbers for a second, and now they'll have to set it up. As Anderson works on Beard.
You know, but if you look, they're in a man-to-man offense right now if you're watching at home, and there's not a lot of cut and there's not a lot of screens. There's the first 2 screens and cuts. And if they're quick hitter type plays, NBA type style plays, where there's not a lot of fluid motion.
Here comes Coles off the Anderson miss, and I mentioned Coles. He'll be playing baseball at the University of Maryland in 2 years.
Yeah, that's a fantastic junior scholarship to Maryland for baseball. Shows you what an athlete he is.
Good fight by Devin Anderson to get that rebound away from the bigger Clements. And now here comes Minders. Open 3-ball for Devin Anderson. Minders could have used that one. Long rebound out to Moynihan.
Jones could have got called for a block on that flop. Sharp, another wide open
Sharp.
3.
That one's a little off, but big rebounds by Clement. Puts it back with a left hand. The big treat.
Hey, scouting report, guys. Brian Sharp can shoot, and Taylor Clements pounds the offensive board. Don't make it harder than it is. Box out and cover the best shooter in the league, please.
32-20, biggest lead of the evening for Newark. Next time you head out to see a movie, why not make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons? You'll love relaxing in the modern renovated theater that is the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. So, Korzy's starting to feel like a familiar situation here in Newark.
Just sitting back and watching, trying to not read my text message from Zach Young, but too bad to watch the 2 teams. Newark, Havarilla's in the center, and he's yelling and screaming, and the whole Newark team's on task, focused. And then you look over at Seneca Falls, and Coach Yachty's screaming and yelling, and the kids are kind of dispersed and not focused on what's going on. And it's like, guys, this is it. This is your Achilles heel. You have a chance to come out and do something you have never done. Let's focus.
Let's see if they can break the pressure. They come back with Quentin Battle into the ball game for Devin Anderson. And Brett Anderson tries a 3-ball, no good, and rebounded by Clements.
And I got to read Zach's text because it was funny. He said, let's get the Guinness Book of World Record here and see if we've set a record for most assistants involved in one game.
Minders actually count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bench. 5 assistants for Minders on the bench.
And Newark's got 2 over there, so 3. That's 8 assistants in the game, in case you're wondering at home.
Got an update from Honeoye. Whitman holds a 3-point lead over Honeoye, 38-35. The Finger Lakes
closer than I thought.
West leading Wildcats. Playing sharp. Another three.
And
the lead's up to 15, Korzy.
And it's the last time I'm bringing Coach Anderson up the rest of the night, but he said it. Last year, same thing happened. Newark came out with adjustments and rolled away in the second half, and they're starting to do it here.
Big corral of a rebound by Jake Mean off the Quentin Battle miss, and he puts it right back to hopefully stop the bleeding for the Blue Devils.
And if you're watching at home, you know, if you're a Mynderse fan, Newark, you're excited. It's great. But if you're a Mynderse fan, let's see what gut check is. I mean, you want to win a sectional title, you want to win a league title. Let's see what these kids got inside. And this is a perfect night for them to see if they've got any fight in
On
them.
the road against a real tough opponent. Logan Moynihan, another 3-ball. Tipped out by Mean, and thought Carraher might look to push.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen him push it. He did a couple sideways dribbles and more cautious than trying to put the team on their heels.
Mynderse with that dribble penetration, and Anderson high off the glass.
Big bucket for Brett Anderson.
And he's fouled.
Oh, he's not counting it.
How can you not?
Oh, my God. That's
How
terrible.
can you not?
You,
Before the shot.
oh, but now he's saying one shot. Now he's giving it to him. I think he changed his mind on the way over. I don't know what happened there.
Anderson
But
has
Anderson,
6.
the bucket should count.
The lead back down to 11. This free throw can get it to 10.
Big shot by Anderson. But a lot of dribble drive for Mynderse.
Right.
Dribble drive, if they don't get it, maybe Mean gets a rebound.
Looking to kick it out to a shooter, but good coverage by the Reds. Nice free throw by Brett Anderson.
Big
playing
bucket.
his final game here at Newark High School.
That's what a senior should do, you know. Put the ball in his hands and make a play happen.
Baseline pass to to Clements.
Too unselfish by Clements. He's got to be able to go up and score that.
Ooh,
One too many passes.
Boy, almost turned over, but no.
Nice
Great
play
save
by
by Jones
Carraher.
and great way to get up and get it by Carraher. Now Battle drives to the lane, left-handed
Nice
layup's
shot.
good.
Well, they're answering the bell. Mynderse is 4 in a row.
Down to 8. That gut check, Korzy. They're answering it.
Yep.
Let's see if they can keep the run alive.
You know, if Newark's a little bit more patient here, they can get good looks against the zone. Mynderse kind of flying out, making it hectic, which I don't mind. I think they need to do.
Baseline jumper by
But
Short.
Newark's got to do a
good.
better job of getting wide open looks.
7-0 run for the Blue Devils. Anderson straight to the hole. Left-handed layup
Oh.
rolls off, and Clements is there. No Blue Devils there for the offensive rebound.
Yeah, and Haverilla's trying to get Beard off to the side. He's going Moynihan at the top of the key here. Set up a play.
As DeAndre Saunders set to check in for Newark. Their first sub of the half will come the next whistle. Moynihan picks up his dribble back to Sharp, who has 4 3-pointers so far in the evening. Entry pass to Clements, working on Mean. Spins into Jake Mean. They got a foul on Jake Mean.
Yeah, that's a bad back to the basket move by Clements. He's got Mean on his back. He had the left-hand lane. He's left-handed. A drop step, maybe power dribble, maybe not, but just up and finish. But instead he brings it back into him.
He turns
got
it right
the foul,
into him with the ball down by his waist, and it got bailed out.
Agree. Bailed out.
First foul on Jake Mean.
Good for the Mynderse fans at home. They want to see you lose him.
Moynihan checks out. Saunders checks in. 2:26 to go here.
It's a fast-paced game. It's a good atmosphere, but the real-time clock's moving fast. It's not taking a long time to play this game.
Not many fouls.
Not like the championship game for NCAA football the other night.
That's right. And a 3-ball off the rim. Almost had a collision down there involving our cameraman, Sweet Spencer Malone.
Right next to Sweet Spencer Toulis for the Finger Lakes Times.
That's right. Spencer squared down there. One with a camera, one with a video cam.
One soon-to-be legendary one already.
So, chance to now dig into that lead further. Mynderse trying to extend that 7-0 run here in the third quarter. Mean with the entry pass, working on Clements.
Good
and Battle fakes out.
Great move.
Beard and goes baseline.
Good ball fake. Watching at home, great ball fake, but you don't see that enough. I thought he was going to go to Jake Jones. I thought myself, give it to him. He's open.
He was open.
Great play by Quentin. Big bucket.
9-0 run for the Blue Devils. 6-point lead. High entry pass to Clements. Finds Coles. Blocked by Mean.
He got him a little bit on the bottom of the hand, I think. Wrist action. But, again, I'm watching Taylor Clements catch the ball in the block. He was a lot like Jake Mean. He's looking to pass a lot. I don't know if he's intimidated by Mean, but he's got to take the ball up and score, son. You're a junior year. You're a 3-year varsity player.
There's a little action for Sweet Spencer. Just barely avoiding the contact. So did Coles make that free throw?
Yep, first one's down and good.
So that stops the Mynderse run, and that's Cole's third point of the ball game. Second free throw up, no good, and Saunders keeps it alive to Clements.
A big fella.
Who lays it in with the left hand.
Big offensive rebound, but, you got Brett Anderson down there on the block. He's trying to box out, but sometimes you're just a little too short against a little too much height.
9-point lead for the Reds. 1:18 to go, third period. Glad you could be with us here on FingerLakes1.com. Battle looks to drive again. He does with a scoop, but can't score. And Clements.
Strong with the ball. Big rebound. He's got two quick, active hands in there, and Battle and Mean. And he holds on. You look at that and say, oh, it's not a big deal. That's a big, strong player right there.
And looking fresh with a nice haircut. Beard gives it to Coles at the foul line. Bounce pass to Saunders, who tries a three ball, and he buries it. And just like that, Newark on a 6-0 run of their own.
It's a great pace to this game. If you stayed home to watch, we're glad you're watching, but you're missing some good atmosphere. Good high school basketball game.
12-point lead for the Reds. 35 seconds, 24 on the shot clock. About 10-second differential. Battle with the ball. Gives it up to Anderson.
Got him. Get him the ball. Get him the ball.
There it is. One-on-one. Mean versus Clements. And the right-handed layup, no good, but that's 3 fouls on Taylor Clements.
Good take by Jake. He's got to do more of that. He doesn't make a real solid move, but he's just using his quickness and athleticism to get by Clements, draw the foul. And now he's got 3. He'll probably check out of the game here to end the quarter.
Hey, check out Weber this week every Monday morning at 9:30 on FingerLakes1.com. Start your week with the Web Dogs. Got great local guests, a lot of casino guests for the Del Lago Casino. Been in studio with the dog.
Getting exciting. I'm excited about that Del Lago Casino opening up here in Seneca County.
Got Bag Company and Flowrider coming to Tire.
Yeah, Flowrider. Beard and Clements check out for the last 22 seconds of the quarter, getting them a little break. Fast-paced, frantic game here.
Mean misses
I like
the
it by
second.
Havarilla.
11-point lead, 20 seconds, and of course, Coach Havarilla wants one shot here. 15 seconds. Newark up 11.
Big possession here. This really could be a big dagger to Mynderse if they can get a bucket. Mynderse has to have a big stop. Flying out, trying to create. Newark doing a good job of taking care of the ball.
England tries a 3-ball. Short, but rebounded by Saunders. Who,
what the heck is Saunders doing?
I know, he didn't really.
I mean, it was like that happened in the first game. Remember there was about 2 seconds left. They grabbed it and they just rolled the ball out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And, Saunders got it. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to kind of throw it up here like my mother would do if she was playing ball.
So after 3 periods of play, Mynderse trails by 11. We'll be back with the final quarter of action on FingerLakes1.com.
This is Eli, and these are his 2 older brothers, Sam and Justin.
Save and blood, Eli.
They just had a great idea.
Go! Go, go, go!
Accidents can happen to us all. Applying Therascar immediately can help erase those memories one scar at a time.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
Find the partner you've been looking for. Welcome to Generations Bank.
And you are back live inside Newark High School for the final period of play here. Mynderse holds a 1-game lead in the Finger Lakes East standings over Newark. Mynderse number 1 in sectional Class B point standings. Newark number 2. As you look there at all the
Early
Finger
college.
Lakes East flavor going on in Class B. And then, of course, in our power rankings, Mynderse 1, Newark 3. So a lot on the line here as we approach the they got the clock wrong.
No, yeah, no, you got to go down. It is right,
Oh,
but
yeah,
yeah. So,
yeah.
but you say number 1 and 3 in your power rankings for Finger Lakes 1.
But Clyde
Clyde will
lost.
drop right out of there, I think, with that loss to Sodas.
Yeah. Could have a new number 1 here. Mean spins.
Nice up and under.
Misses the layup after making
Can't
a nice
finish.
move.
Bad decision by Seinsall.
Now back to Mean. He had Jones. He gave it to him too late, and now it's out of bounds. It'll stay
Yep.
with Mynderse.
Little sloppy play. Mynderse wants to make it sloppy. Down 11, they got to create some sort of tempo for themselves, but Newark's got to slow it down and be smart with the ball. Sinicropi shouldn't be dribbling between 2-3 guys there. Get it to one of the guards, get to Sharp, let him bring it up, take care of the ball. And I believe that's why Terry England's in there to kind of handle the ball, maybe make that outlet pass to him.
Yeah, Jaden Peters, Terry England, Saunders, Sharp, and Cowles in the ball game right now. Jake Jones tries a deep three, barely catches the front iron, rebounded by Coles. For Mynderse, it's Battle, Haas, Anderson, that's Brett Anderson, Mean, and Jake Jones. Quentin Battle comes up with that rebound. Mynderse needs a bucket. 3 ball on the way from Brett Anderson, no good, and Coles with yet another rebound.
But it's, again, Mynderse down 11, missed that shot, got guys with their hands on the head. There's a lot of time left. 6:47 is a ton of time. You're 2 possessions from being right back into this game the way they shoot the 3 ball.
And speaking of shooting the 3 ball, Brian Sharp has been hot from long range tonight. He's got 4. He gets the ball now on the block against Haas. Spins, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Mean.
It's a nice possession by Newark. Good look by Sharp, just couldn't get it to go.
Battle takes it right to England, but blocked from behind by Ben Coles.
Yeah. Big block by Coles. He lets Battle know about it. He's a banger, Coles. I'd love to coach a kid like that. Just in your face, relentless Ben Coles.
Moynihan and Peters check out. Beard and Clements back in. And what do we got? Got a foul away from the ball. Get a replay here at that Coles block. Battle going right in against England, and then from behind.
I like the take by Quentin Battle. He's being aggressive. He just didn't know Coles was behind him. Coles, hustler, getting in there, blocking it.
Nice play off the inbound, but Haas missed the layup.
Yeah, a couple chippies early. Mean with the up and under, and now Haas there. Those shots go in. It's a 7-point game.
Yeah, Mynderse needs another defensive stop. 41-30.
6 minutes to go in the 4th.
Coles guarded by Devin Anderson back into the ball game.
Ooh, got away with a walk. He didn't get away with a walk. Padula got it.
He must have heard you up here.
Yeah. Shuffled him.
Hey, Finger Lakes Construction is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Man, that's a lot. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. Oh, they tried to get it in. Good hustle by Devin Anderson to save it. Now they get the entry to Mean in an unorthodox manner. Back to Anderson. He'll try a 3 ball.
He rushed it.
Coming the other way is Beard.
Crossover.
A little Matador defense by the Blue Devils.
Heck of a crossover by Nate Beard there. I really caught, I think it was Kerr reaching in. He's not even in the game, so I can't call Kerr. Maybe Jake Jones reaching in and just blew right by him. Good take by Beard. And I look, not for Clements to take over 11. I think Beard's the guy. Beard and Sharp, they got to finish this game for Newark. Yep. Handle the ball, take the ball to the basket. Mynderse is going to overplay, be over-aggressive. Those guys got to take care of it, not turn it over, and then finally make their foul shots. Big foul shots here.
Beard misses the first. He's got 10 points, but all in the first half.
Yeah, quiet third quarter.
Brett Anderson checking in for Hunter Haas.
But when Sharp's nailing threes and Saunders hits a 3 and Clements inside, he didn't need to do anything. Can be more of a facilitator. Got that one.
Beard gets the second one to go. Full court pressure from the Reds, up 12.
Hold on, Coles.
And that's the third foul on Ben Coles.
Yeah, he'll probably stay in. 5.5 to go.
So 12 minutes.
Coles right in Battle's face here. Let's see how Battle handles it. Battle's a tough kid, too. Not his first rodeo. He plays a lot of AAU ball. He lives with his dad. He can handle anything.
12-point deficit for the Blue Devils. 5:30 left to go in the ball game. Jake Mean dribbles it up, gives it to Brett Anderson. Step back, three-pointer too hard.
And I just don't like the step back. He had the 3, but he realized he took a step dribble. And
took a step back.
If he had taken it just off the first dribble, I think it would have been a better look for Brett. But he's playing a good second half. Missed his last couple shots, but he had a big third quarter.
Now the Reds not in any hurry. Beard drives left side of the lane, tries to get
Good
it up
hand
for
by
Clements.
Jake Jones.
And look who's there, Ben Coles.
Yep.
Did he step on the line or did they get a
called him
foul?
out. No, they called him out.
Stepped on the line.
He kind of got that arm up there. He could have got called a little elbow.
Is there a harder working player in the Wayne Finger Lakes than Ben Coles?
Nope.
They left Quentin Battle wide open.
Yep, got to guard Quentin at the arc. Big shot by Battle. Give Mynderse a little bit of life here.
He has 7 points. The lead back under 10. Sharp drives.
Newark doing a lot of dribble drive penetration now. Not getting much out of it.
Saunders guarded by Anderson. There it is. Clements with Mean
Good
on
dig.
him.
Nice find to
Wide
Beard.
open Nate Beard for three. No good. Big rebound for Clements. Battled for by Mean. And it's off of Jake Mean. It'll stay with Newark.
Good find. That's a big miss there for Mynderse on Nate Beard's three. Running out of time. 4:30. Not running out of time. It's a 9-point lead. Mynderse stuck at 33.
But again, no hurry for the Reds. Fresh shot clock. They find Clements
That's
on
a
the
touch
block.
you got to try and get every time down.
He's in trouble with a
Good
double
dig
team.
by Devin Anderson.
Steps through it. Can't get the shot to go. Big rebound by Brett Anderson. Up ahead they push. Jake Jones with it. Drives on Sharp. Stops short. Can't get it to go. Saunders pulls it down.
Not a quality shot for Mynderse again, you know. Get it out, run a set, and see if you can get a better look.
And battle by the big fellas for the rebound off the Sharp miss, but it's Anderson who comes down with it. Mynderse pushes. Quentin Battle up against Coles, and that's Coles' fourth foul, and Battle goes down hard.
Now it's time for Coles to check out with 4 fouls, 4 minutes, just under 4 to go, 3:50. Good take by Quentin Battle, playing very aggressive this half. He's got 7 second half points. See if he can add 2 more here.
So low scoring ball game, 42-33 here with 3:51 to go.
It's a fast-paced game. Sometimes the games go fast, not a lot of whistles, and that sometimes attributes to a low-scoring game. But also ill-advised shots due to
Big
turnovers.
miss by Battle there. Now, we talk about Mynderse struggles scoring, but can some of that be attributed to the fact that they're a good defensive team?
They're not that active in the 2-3 zone. I understand what you're saying. Sometimes teams play real hard man-to-man and it doesn't translate over to good offense, but I don't see that as the case with this group.
Mean with a rebound out to Jake Jones. No, he can't get it going from long range tonight.
I think it's a lack of fluidity in the offense. It just there's no motion. It's a lot of standing around. It's a lot of dribble drive, and it's not a college-level team. You know, they're a good team, but dribble drive is hard to score against a good defensive team like Newark.
So we got a timeout on the floor by Newark. Let's get a look at the full house there. And there's some Lions. Hey, there's Ben Rockefeller, Justice Smith, Carell Kelly, Devin Franklin. We had Ben up with us in the booth on the postgame show on Monday night in Lions. It was a good interview, good kid.
Just like Coach Young used to go out when he was in high school and watch the other games. He was a real student of the game back then. Now his kids are out watching games.
Yeah, it's fun. And I tell you, we got a lot of local flavor. I think I saw. There it is. Bryce Burry. Is that Bryce Burry? It's a little blurry up there. Can't see who that is. Too blurry. Our camera went down.
There's Bryce Burry.
Oh, there we go. That's Enrique Mossman. That's Bryce Burry.
Berkey, the other one.
Devin Berkey?
Yep. But yeah, they come out to watch. They're off. You know, Midlake's right down the road. Lions right down the road. Just a little hub for these guys. Only probably 10-minute drive from Midlake, 10-minute drives from Lions. Down 31. Up 88 from Midlakes.
Well, you know me. I contend that this is the best entertainment value around in the winter.
Yeah, you can't
local
beat it.
High school basketball.
Like your favorite coach, Jim Boeheim, says. What else are you going to do all winter long in upstate New York?
Big turnover by the Blue Devils. They got numbers coming the other way. Battle, tough shot. Can't go. Big rebound by Jones. Now wide
Big
open three
here.
coming from Brett Anderson. No, it's short, but he gets his own rebound. Out to Battle. To Mean.
Shuffled him. Yep,
and he walked. So
Took the hop step.
getting the chances, not knocking down the shots. And you can see the frustration on their faces.
Yeah, you got to call that stuff, especially with the intensity of the game. It's a little chippy foul, but, you know, you let that go, then what's the next one? And I like the call.
That's 3 fouls on Quentin Battle.
Kerher's checking back in the game for Anderson.
And Coles with 4 fouls for Newark. Moynihan checked in for him, so it's Moynihan, Sharp, Beard, Saunders, and Clements.
Now, just by watching Haverilla, can you tell he wants the game? I mean, He's on the floor, he's screaming and hollering. He's got so much passion and energy on that sideline. And the kids kind of play like it too. It kind of reminds me of Joe Spazzato back in the day. Fun to watch as a coach. A little crazy, but gets the most out of his kids, you know.
They love to play for him. Sharp tries another 3-ball. Too long, but right into the hands of Nate Beard, who puts it back for his 13th point of the night.
And that's where he's always about, 13 points, offensive rebound. You know, he does little things at the point guard position. Heck of an athlete. Got to box him out. 11, 2.5 to go. That might have been the dagger, Jim.
Yeah, that's 11 points, 2.5. Mynderse has not scored.
Yep. That doesn't help bailing him out.
Since the 4-minute mark.
Not again, another forced look just off a dribble drive. You know, and getting bailed out by the block. If he just straight up, that would have been a heck of a shot if Kerher made it. You know, if he makes it, slap him on the butt, start going the other way. But now you're putting him on the line for 2, stopping the clock with an 11-point lead. Ill-advised foul by Nate Beard.
Big free throws coming up for Kerher. Again, 44-33. Mynderse with 33 points here. 2:31 to go in the fourth quarter. And again, this isn't Naples-Whitman last night. This isn't Bloomfield at Lions. This is the number 1 team in our power rankings all year long. The 12-0 Blue Devils, 33 points.
But you and I talked off air going in that maybe we thought Newark could be a little bit of a favorite if there was lines on a game. You know, it's a tough place to play. They've played a tougher schedule. The man-to-man defense has bothered them all night long to the point where here it is 2.5 minutes ago. They got 33 points. Mynderse is rattled.
And they get to 34 on the Kerher free throw. He's got 4 points on the night. Full court pressure for Mynderse, having trouble getting it in.
Timeout. Nice call. Nice call, senior.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big call right there. Turn around, lead to quick 3 points. All of a sudden you're down to a single-digit lead. So with 2:30 to go, it's a 10-point lead. Upcoming schedules for both these teams. And if you look at Newark, because, you know, it looks like if they hang on for a league title, they got to go to Palmac, they got to go to Geneva, and they got to go to Batavia, which is out of league, so we're not going to talk about that. But really, a very favorable. They're done with Wayne, Jim.
Yeah.
They don't have Wayne. Toughest one they got is at Palmac.
Well, they have one more game, I think, after the 10th. I don't know if it's Wayne or not.
All right, and at Geneva, Brian Miller's here scouting tonight. And Mynderse, pretty easy schedule, too. Their big games are at home. Both these teams got to go to Geneva. Geneva's down a little bit, but, you know, Coach Miller does a good job with his group.
Mid-Lakes, Wayne, and Palmac at home, the biggest test remaining on the league slate for the Blue Devils. And, you know, what's today? The 12th of January, so we're just about a
month away from the finals. About Valentine's Day.
Yeah, the last night of the regular season would be the 14th or 15th.
Good hustle by Mean. How's Newark?
Look who came up with it, though.
There he is, Coles. No, don't force it to Beard down there. He's jumping up and down for it. Now you get it to him.
Didn't
Good
need the
play
shot,
by
though.
Brett Anderson.
Stripped by Anderson. Up
now
ahead
Beard.
to Jake Mean.
Beard's jogging back into the play.
Wide open Jake Jones. Can't get it to go.
Living and dying with a 3, Jim.
That was as good a look as you're going to get. I could tell when it left his hands it was a little off.
They haven't made many of them this half.
Big steal by Anderson, though. He takes it up. Good, smart move by Sharp not to foul, but
I like the fight that the Blue Devils are showing, cutting the lead to 8. There's a minute 54 left. You can't see it at home. But Newark just not doing a job of controlling the tempo right now. Not doing a good job of passing. Beard's jumping up and down looking for a Hail Mary play. Go get the ball as a senior point guard. Get into some motion to run some time off the clock. The clock is your friend.
It is when you got a double-digit lead. That lead now down to 8. The Blue Devils with some life. Got a unique event coming up here in the Finger Lakes. I don't know if you heard about it, Korzy, but it's called Finger Lakes Frost Fest. Bring on the ice, cold, and the snow. It's the 3rd annual Finger Lakes Frost Fest at Geneva Lakefront Ramada Hotel coming up on February 4th, an adult celebration of winter in the Finger Lakes. Frost Fest 2017 features outdoor ice sculptures, ice bars with specialty Frost Fest martinis poured through an ice luge, live music, indoor food, tasting, shuttle service to and from downtown parking areas to the event, and a spectacular firework display from the city pier. It is the winter event of the season. Tickets are $25, can be purchased at Geneva YMCA or online at brownpapertickets.com.
You drive, Jim. I'll buy the tickets. That sounds like a lot of fun. The key word in there was adult fun.
I thought the key word was ice luge.
Ice luge.
Martini ice luge. But seriously, it is a pretty unique event.
They're running back Clements again here, and a good double team by Mynderse. I like the adjustment. They still get it in. But that's the guy I want with the ball, him and Beard.
Better job of handling the pressure there. Now they give it to the big
still
tree.
Attacking.
Yeah, they did.
Why are you attacking?
Clements had the ball in a tough spot. You just got to hold on to it and
and
hand it to a point guard.
And they're going to go to the line, and they're going to shoot 1-and-1. And Mynderse, good pressure. Newark, poor ball handling. Catch the ball, jump stop at the foul line,
hand
kick it back
to
out.
Nate Beard.
Yep. But they're just trying to attack too much, playing right in the hands of the Mynderse Blue Devils.
So
and we watched Mynderse do this in the first game. Nice 8-10 point lead, and they kind of got crazy and turned the ball over. That's the type of emotion that's going on here tonight.
A lot of times we forget when watching these ball games, we want to watch them the same. And Quentin Battle misses the front end, but Mean with a rebound. He's fouled.
Got it. I think the flop helped him out. Yeah, here's shooting.
Did they get Coles?
Yeah, they got Coles. He's done.
And that's it for Ben Coles, his 5th foul. He'll head to the bench, and that makes a big difference with 1:39 left to play. He's been their energy guy tonight, getting every loose ball.
Yeah, Avarilla right now just giving Clements an earful about how he lets Mean get that rebound. I like that. You need to, these kids make mistakes, and it's frustrating as a coach to put your sweat and blood into this hours and hours, and then here comes the biggest game of the year, and you're not going to box out Jake Mean.
Right.
You got to do that. But he's learning. They're just kids. They're just kids.
Mean misses the front end. That's 3 straight misses for Mynderse. Could have cut it to, with those free throws, could have cut it to a 2-possession game. And of course,
their three-point shooting and foul shooting has been atrocious this quarter.
It has. See if Mean can make another one. Look at this checking into the ball game. Jesse Cabot. I haven't seen him much at all of games of meaning, but junior Jesse Cabot, great 3-point shooter though.
Down 7, minute 39. He's putting him in to shoot the 3, but you got Jake Anderson or Devin Anderson on the bench, who's one of your best 3-point shooters.
You got to get the ball too.
Yeah, I mean I think Cabot should get some more playing time, but I'm not sure if this is the minute and a half to get him the playing time.
Right.
He's sat here the whole game, huge stage, and maybe he's just in there to foul. I'm not sure, but he is a shooter. He's a heck of a shooter.
Mynderse has fouls to give all over the place. The only one in trouble is a battle with 3. And they do give one to Brian Sharp. Not sure if that's the guy you want to give it to.
Well, he's not going to the line yet. So next foul shot, the goal. There's a minute 32 left. Next foul, they'll be going to the line. And I like how Mynderse is playing it. Very physical and aggressive and still trying to get the steals. They're not just committing a foul to commit a foul. You still got to try and get those steals with a minute 30 to go. Take your time. You got 10 seconds to get across that line, Moynihan.
And a fresh shot clock here.
The jump double. He traveled. Got away with a walk. That's the
inside to Saunders. He'll shoot and score.
Saunders a little bit of mismatch down there on the guard. Cabot.
Well, they got a foul on Beard. They're going to go back to the free throw line. That's best case scenario for Mynderse. They can get those 2 points right back. That will be Kellen Carraher heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, good foul shooter. Even if you lose this game and if you're Mynderse, you got to go back and watch this fourth quarter and say, look at the good looks that we had. We missed threes. We missed foul shots. We held Newark to 46 points. I applaud that.
Yeah.
But you got to score. And now Quentin Battle back in for Jesse Cabot.
So, just a 9-point lead. These free throws get it down to 7, 1:15 to go here in Newark. First place in the Finger Lakes East on the line. And Carraher misses a free throw.
Yeah, they just
misses continue for the Blue Devils.
Nice find. It doesn't need to shoot. Jeez, hot potato down there.
But Saunders scores.
4 in a row. Saunders, sorry. That's game.
DeAndre Saunders with 4 straight points lift the lead back to double figures with 11 with 1:06 to go. And Mynderse had their chances at the free throw line. They missed some open threes down the stretch. And this might be it, Corsi. It's a familiar scene here late at Newark for Mynderse when Mynderse comes to town.
The score is familiar in the fact that Newark's going to come out on top. But I think if you're Coach Ciotti and the Blue Devils, you can say we never gave up. We played hard. We got to work on some things. We got to work on generating offense with the talent level that Mynderse have. To score 37 points is a travesty. So how are we going to find ways to get better looks, high-quality shots? Because they get shots off, but they're just not high quality. And then if we can just finish, keep our heads, look at the monkey off their back. I think these teams should probably meet up in sectionals. They're not done seeing each other. Good chance.
It's the number one seed being important, I think, to get on the opposite side of the bracket is early college. And so the team left, the 2 and 3 seed, likely either Mynderse or Newark in early college, are going to be
right. And I think Mynderse holds the 1 seed. I do think
they have a big point advantage.
We'll see how they rebound out of this, but this is their first loss, so they're going to get the points and the wins, and they got to get it back together and try to get that 1 seed, and that'll help a lot, especially if the other 2 can go 2 and 3.
So a little late start of the clock there, but Mynderse needs to get a shot off soon, and Battle lets it fly too hard off the rim, no good. Now out to Anderson. He'll give up a 3. Battle will try a second 3. Nice. This time he hits it. And he's got 10 points. And stolen by Anderson, tied up, jump ball. It'll go back to Newark, though.
Anderson on the defensive end and Battle on the offensive end have really been 2 great spark plugs tonight for Mynderse. Very steady play. But they got to get other guys to knock down their shots. Jake Mean struggled a little bit tonight offensively, missing easy ones.
Jake Mean 10 points on the ball game. Taylor Clements with 10 points on the ball game. So it's been a push there, although I think
he got a heck of a crossover.
And there's a foul with 35.5 seconds left to go in the ball game. 8-point lead. And, we talk about going forward when we look at those upcoming schedules. You don't never know what's going to happen. Look at last night in Wayne County. Clyde loses to Sodas, team with a losing record. Gananda beats East Rochester badly. And so
they're high school kids. You never know what's going to happen. They got to make sure their grades are up. They make sure nobody gets them technical in a game. A lot can happen. But when you look at it from our prognosticating what's going to happen, you try to predict who's favored and what's going to go down. And both these teams, I think, should win out. But now I love, again, we've talked about the Newark schedule all night. You pull up the graphic at Batavia right before sectionals. Right. That's great scheduling.
Yeah.
Great scheduling by Bob Heverell and the Newark Reds.
15 points for Nate Beard to lead all scorers. As Mean finds Anderson. He tries a 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the big Treat. He's fouled by Mean. And with the lead at time, they'll go 90 feet to shoot a couple more free throws. So, Korzy, assuming that Newark holds on to this lead, who are we bringing up here for the postgame show?
I was just looking through the box score, trying to figure out some stats and stuff. You got a lot of good candidates. I think 3 with Brian Sharp, who shot the ball well tonight, played heady, didn't turn the ball over. Nate Beard, who had a great first half, really pushed and propelled Newark. And then Coles, who does a lot of those, little things out there. So, we'll help to get one of those 3 guys up here and talk about the game and what it means to them.
Greg Bremer checks in for the Reds.
My vote will go for a senior, though. Cole still got another year left.
And Battle misses another 3. And with 10 seconds to go, that might be it. Beard dribbles it out. Actually, he's going the length of the goal. He thought about jamming it.
Well, he was going to dunk it, and then he thought, Coach probably going to get mad if I score this, so I better pull it out.
Hit the last minute.
Yeah.
So Mean gets a garbage bucket and leave the score 50-42 as time expires. And the Newark Reds defend home court once again against the Mynderse Academy Blue Devils.
We got a share at the top of the Finger Lakes East.
It's tied atop the Finger Lakes East. And we'll be back with our postgame show after this on FingerLakes1.com.
Tonight's live broadcast of Section 5 High School basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank. Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? Learn more about the private student loans available through Generations Bank at mygenbank.com. Dr. Rod Littlejohn Orthodontics, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style and proud to support our area high school athletes. Therascar by 5-Star Medical. Like a cosmetic surgeon in a bottle, Therascar is the most effective scar therapy product on the market. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. with offices in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Trust someone who lives in your community. It's a Wonderful Run 5K in Seneca Falls. It's a winter run like no other. Learn more at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls and $1 tacos every Monday night. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Plan your next kitchen or bathroom remodeling project at ferraralumber.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant. Large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage. Late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Finger Lakes Construction, building structures for a wide range of applications with state-of-the-art design and flawless execution since 1969. The Omen Theater. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen in downtown Lyons. And FingerLakes1.com digital marketing. Building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
And welcome back inside Newark High School, where your final score, Newark 50, Mynderse 42. And just like that, we have a share of first place in the Finger Lakes East, and the teams have split. Mynderse won on their home court. Now Newark has beat Mynderse on Newark's home court. We're awaiting the arrival of Nate Beard, our player of the game, for the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style post-game show. A lot of coaches, some kids just come right up. A lot of coaches like to talk to the kids, and Coach Averill is one of them. We've done enough games here where we tell him who we want. He'll send them up after he talks to them in the locker room. I want to ask Nate what Coach Averill had to say. He's got to be proud of his kids.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he said, but just watching Coach Averill, we brought it up in maybe the third or fourth quarter, really into the game. You could tell it meant a lot to him. He doesn't want to see somebody else win the Finger Lakes East. At Newark here, it's kind of expected to win it each and every year, and he was really putting everything he had into this game as well as the kids did. And not taking anything. Mynderse lost the game more on poor shooting really than anything else. But you got to credit Newark defense for that stat. Those stats. We don't have field goal percentage, but they did struggle to shoot. But the good thing that I walked out of here the last 2 years calling this Mynderse at Newark game is I always kind of questioned Mynderse's work ethic and hustle, and tonight they certainly didn't fault there, to no fault of their efforts. And we have Nate Beard coming up here. We can run down the scoring quick for Mynderse before Nate comes up. Brett Anderson with 10 points for Mynderse. Kellen Caraher with 4. Jake Jones with 5. Devin Anderson was scoreless. Jake Mean with 10.
I had Mean with 12.
Mean ended up with 12 on the foul shots there at the end. I think he made a foul shot. Quentin Battle with a big second half, all points in the second half. He had 10 in the second half. And Hunter Haas rounds out Mynderse scoring with 2 foul shots. And for the Newark side, I think I missed some fourth quarter scoring.
I got Newark scoring. Korzy, Nate Beard led all scorers with 15. Brian Sharp with 12 on 4 3-pointers. 3 for Ben Coles, 3 for Logan Moynihan, 10 points from the big treat, Taylor Clements, and 3 from DeAndre Saunders. As here we go, we got Nate Beard coming in. Just slide in between us there, buddy.
Good,
and we'll get you
a headset here and
headset.
Get you tuned in.
Throw that on here. Okay, so here we go. Nate Beard, our player of the game, and Nate, it seems like Mynderse comes in every year to your gym. It's a big game every year, and you guys seem to kind of keep a nice cushion and cruise to victory. How did you guys feel coming into the game?
I think we felt pretty confident because we've been playing really good as a team, and we've been keeping it up, playing good, and yeah.
I mean, what are you guys talking about? We talked about things like Mynderse being 10th in the state, Class B rankings. East Aurora's 24th in the state now. You guys unranked. I mean, do you guys talk about that stuff in the locker room or with each other, or just talk about the league titles? What's the type of talk coming into a game like this?
Well, Coach wants us to win the league and then go to win the sectional title, and then that's basically what he gets us to fuel us to get us going.
Yep. One thing at a time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, we were also wondering, what did Coach really have to say to the team after this one?
He said that we played pretty good. We had a couple mistakes, but we played pretty good overall, and just a few mistakes, and then we'll be better.
He didn't mention anything to you about getting off the baseline, go and get the ball, and take care of it when there's 3 minutes to go with an 11-point lead? Maybe that's coming in film tomorrow. I don't know.
Now, I got to ask you, last year's sectional title, going to the Blue Cross, beating Pell Mac, Jose Santel starting point guard. The year before that, it was Tyler Collins starting point guard. Jose slid into that role. Now Jose's gone. Now you're the starting point guard. Tell me what it's like to, in your senior year, take control of the team and run that point, and how do you feel about that role?
I like it a lot, actually, and I like the responsibility that it comes with it, and yeah.
And to feed off that question a little bit, Nate, compare yourself. You played with both those guys. Collins, you were a 9th or 10th grader when he was on the team, and then obviously last year you were a backcourt mate with Santel. How are you like and how are you different than those guys? I mean, are you you say I'm just like those guys, or is there differences in your mind?
I think we all have our differences and we all have our strong points, but we all of us can handle the ball really well and just are smart with the ball, so that's why we're the point guard and everything. So, yeah.
And how about that chemistry on this year's team? Is it there? You guys?
Yeah, I think so. It wasn't there at first, but then we've been playing really good, and then it's got to where it needs to be.
Now, you guys came into the game with 3 losses. Mynderse came in undefeated. Any talk about that they're undefeated and you guys have 3 losses?
No.
No, I mean, you guys played a heck of a lot harder schedule than they did, but, I mean, you know that in the back of your mind, like, man, we played JD, we played East Aurora, we played UPrep.
Yeah.
I mean, we got losses, but we lost to some good teams.
Right, yeah.
You guys talk about that at all in the locker room? Coach, harp on that?
Yeah, a little bit. He does, but
you're at Newark, you go out, you're supposed to win every game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what Coach Saravola would say. I know that.
Yeah.
So, I got to ask you, coming into the game, there's some back and forth on Twitter with Bryce Burry and Derek Chance. You enjoy that?
Yeah.
You guys play with both those guys. You're on the same AAU team with a lot of the guys that we see out here. Like Jake Mean, for example, is on your AAU team, right?
Yeah.
And so it's all good fun. You guys are good friends off the court.
Yeah.
How does that happen when you end up coming on the court and playing against these guys?
I just put it off to the side and then play basketball. That's all I think about when I get on the court.
Yeah, well, it's a nice win, 50-42, and you now have a share of the Finger Lakes East first place. And we're going to have to see on Sunday when the new power rankings come out who the new number 1 is.
No
Clyde
brainer.
lost. They were ahead of you at 2. They were 2. You were 3. Mynderse obviously lost. You guys beat Mynderse. Who's going to be number 1 on Sunday, of course? Who are you going to vote for?
I got Newark 1, Mynderse 2, Clyde 3. Done. Don't even put it out.
What about Lions? What about Wayne?
I got Newark 1, Mynderse 2, Clyde 3.
Well,
Who stands in your way? Now you've tied. You've done the work. You've split with Mynderse. You got a couple weeks left in the league. Who stands in your way now to stop you from winning the league title?
I don't think anyone if we keep playing good.
As long as you play your game, you think you're all right. You're going to Geneva, I think you got to go. We saw Wayne. You're done with Wayne. Did you play Wayne twice already?
No, we played him one time.
So you got Wayne left, and I think Pell Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got some tough teams left on that schedule. Now you got to sweep up the rest of the season in order to finish first.
Right.
Well, we'll let you get back in there with your teammates in the locker room. We'll wrap this thing up, but congratulations, Nate, on another good win for Newark here.
Congratulations.
And good luck rest of the way. So there you have it. Nate Beard, 15 points, 15 big points in the win. As once again the Newark Reds are able to handle Mynderse at home, and they now have a share of the Finger Lakes East lead And so we'll be back online, Corsi, Tuesday night. We'll get another look at the Mynderse Blue Devils when they host Mid-Lakes, Brycebury and Mid-Lakes. And I'll be calling that game with Matt Verke. That might be that's most likely going to be a radio broadcast with a video replay directly after. We're working this new thing out where it's really easy for us to come and just capture the video and then stream it later when everybody's home. And since it's in Seneca Falls with our studio, that probably be a 10 o'clock video replay.
And that's Tuesday night, so that's a
Tuesday
bounce
night.
back. That's a rebound game for Mynderse Academy.
And not an easy one.
Yeah. No, especially with the 2-3 zone, Brycebury and the boys could get hot out there, and I know that they're going to be gunning for the Blue Devils come Tuesday night.
And then later in the week, we head to the south end of the county for back-to-back games. Thursday night, it's the Romulus Lady Warriors against the South Seneca Lady Falcons in Romulus. Dave Barnett, Kevin Korzeniewski with the call. Then the very next night, we head south to the Jack Guinan for the boys. So rivalry night at the south end next week.
And I got the good one, I think, in there, the girls' game. Not that the boys won't be competitive, but it's two of the last-place teams in the league, whereas the girls, it's the two top teams in the league. I'm looking forward to that one. I love watching South Seneca play. Damon Nicholson's Romulus Warriors will be ready for the test.
Yeah, either way, big rivalry in the south end. So we already rounded up the scoring while we're waiting for Nate Beard. Corsi, enjoyed calling the game for you. This was a great night for local high school basketball. Thursday night in the middle of January, 500, 600, 700 people in this gymnasium coming out. We had a big live viewership at home, so we hope you all enjoyed it. And any final parting shots?
You haven't seen the last of either of these two teams.
I agree. We might be seeing them late into February and maybe even into March. So join me Sunday night at 9 o'clock on the Upstate Hoops podcast. And for our entire crew here in Newark, producer Jason Hunt, Sweet Spencer Malone, Jeremy Hunt, my broadcast partner, Kevin Korzeniewski. I'm Jim Sinicropi. Have a great evening, everybody.